President, good afternoon once more. I'm right here. I see this is the signboard where we are. This is at the Center for the Exchange of Intellectual Opinion. It's called CO for short, and it's right here on Kerry Street, Center Monrovia. We've come here to get expert opinions, or opinions of intellectuals, opinions of Liberian citizens who can gather here every day that breaks to discuss national issues. And of course, yesterday we let the premiers will say we're doing a series of street interview to get opinions on who the president of Liberia should appoint or nominate to replace the late Sylvester Grigsby, who was the Minister of State for Presidential Affairs, who died. Of course, several names are coming on social media, on various platforms, local radio stations, and also an online station from abroad. We just to call a few of the names that we have considered to ask questions about. Who do they think the president should appoint? We have Josiah Jokai, he represents the CSA, the Civil Service Agency. He's been in the corridor. Henry Costa, very vocal toucher who he's been in the corridor. Former Senator Comde B. Wizard of River County, he's been in the corridor. Mamaga Belete, of course, the Minister of our portfolio as the Minister of State. We also have current United Party Chairman Luther Tabe and former Commerce Minister and former United Party Chairman Ahmed Mudaid. Those are few names we just highlighted. Before me as a gentleman, I'm going to be asking questions to tell me who does he think could be a very good Minister of State at the Minister of State for Presidential Affairs. He could also nominate somebody if you think he's not comfortable with the names that we are aligned on. So, brother, welcome. What's your name, sir?
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. The news Robert, popular new as related for Slack member of the Center for the Exchange of Intellectual Opinions, a youth leader of the number 12 Mosabal County, Revolutionary National Youth League of the Indomitable Market Congress of the Change. Firstly, before I start, let me appreciate you for a 40-minute platform, and also appreciate and congratulate the Supreme Court for its recent ruling in the case that has to do with our party health follow. And we are defeated the propaganda of the regime. Yeah,
I'm told the court has overturned the lower court's ruling.
What the chairman said yesterday, will use all legal means when possible.
Great.
So we congratulate you and your city parks to have given us fair justice. Don't let the matter come over the change, don't let Liberia. Thank you. Back to the issue.
Yeah, to the issue.
I think it behooves me, it surprised me. Well, people in the regime, the quality of the regime, are so eager, interested, really giving names to the executive. Well, the man who died is a state man. The man has not yet been put to rest. They create dark clouds.
But he has died already.
No,
the office is to be filled.
True, but it's not at the judgment. The family are still in tears.
Okay.
If you do that, it creates dark clouds surrounding them. Up to 9 times, seriously, we do not know the outcome of the death.
But those names are not been recommended by regime collaborators. I'm saying it's been discussed on social media, it's been discussed on local radio stations. So, we are discussing it.
I'm telling you, before recommending a name, we must discuss about his death. We don't know as to what killed him.
Okay.
We don't know. As a matter of fact, Sylvester Grigsby, even though he is not even supposed to be appointed as Minister of State, I had that agreement with him, and I still have the profession, like even his father should be investigated.
Is that because you had an opposition to the ruling party? Is that the reason you say this?
No, because Sylvester Grigsby is on record of admitting going to national account during the transitional period, inauguration time, to have United States dollar to budget people for guests that came there for up to now. We don't see that people. These are arguments about Iran that we early demand. And the apology of the regime was telling me the worker to dismiss the man or suspend the man. And the worker dismiss the United Party senior member of Chobos, those of whom needs have been recommended. We're putting the president under pressure that he is an ANC man. Here for the ANC, his own money the agenda of the Unity Party. All these controversial were around.
So, therefore, where do you stand with a specific question? With the news you got for you say.
So all you see, the regime should be looking at one, to put a middle rest.
Okay.
Two, after putting the middle rest, to investigate and come to the laboratory to make a clarity as the related to 300,000 in the laboratory money. Man follow taxpayer money, your taxpayer money, man taxpayer money.
I'm also clear that this is not regime doing it, is the media's own opinion pool to get public opinion. So I don't want to
opinion pool. I'm telling you, those names have been recommended.
Okay.
Those names have been recommended. Look at Mama Kabelete.
Who do you think? I mean, after the burial, for you, your thing is that the late minister should be buried, and before anything shares. So if he is buried, who do you think?
So if he is buried, and the investigation of the 300,000 in store for Lasco.
But how would they investigate a dead body when he was alive? He was not investigated. No, ask the question.
Why we told you we said Mr. Barker is not serious to fight corruption. Mr. Barker is not serious to bring one kind of Mr. Barker. One time come to the Joseph died, one time come to debate died. Mr. Barker have been delaying on the issue of the better president in God, so our money finish. I mean, more than we saw, the debate are only a finish. Everybody suspended, all the debating are only finish. I know, but fast forward conclusively.
Others want to talk, so let's conclude.
I recommend the big brother. Even though
but you can still remember the names I call.
All that me are not qualified, not covered because they are stupid and sorry guys.
Okay, of the Unity Party.
The Unity Party. These are Reddingans. These are political.
Costa is not member of the Unity Party.
Costa is politically inconsistent. Costa is not a diplomat. He is somebody who play. That era is a diplomatic professional era. So who has a face, not a political.
So who do you think?
So thank you. The orator of the July 26th. The man who is not in the place of the executive of the president, the man who is in the place of the president, is the head of the president. Why you are doing that correct? And we shall defend the country's move to let us send them out of town with you too. So I recommend, if the president take that seriously, I recommend him orator. I don't know now who.
His name is Emmett Lafayette Don.
Emmett Lafayette. I recommend him to serve as minister of state because it's a God. He does not have any political agenda. So the Grisgby, the favorite cosa, the one year a yellow queen, the woman who will.
But she's very close. She's very close to the president.
You see what I'm talking about here? Be very close. You are close to the president. You are not minister of state. You have the power to do the control of 80 million.
So therefore you recommend that the professor don't. Thank you so much. Your name again, my brother.
Yes, Robert. Let him off. That time thank you.
Okay, let me talk. Okay, folks, we are here. My name is Prince Moba. We are right here before CO. This is CO. This place is called the Center for the Exchange of Intellectual Opinions. So I've come here to get the opinions of intellectuals who normally come here, converge here on a daily basis to discuss national issues that are trending on the social media, on the various media platforms. Of course, one of those has to do with the passing of the late Sylvester Grigsby. He was the Minister of State for Presidential Affairs in the office of the President. He died. As a matter of fact, the law requires that the President does new nomination to fill that void created. Names have been popping up. We have Henry Costa, we have Josiah Chokai, Komde B. Wiesel, Luther Tape, Ahmed Mudaid, Amamaga Blede, and so on. We're asking them, who do you think, if now, who can recommend? My brother, welcome. What's your name?
I'm Pavle. I'm not Connor.
Pavle, welcome to this platform. Welcome, Pavle.
It's a happy day to meet you.
Great.
I'm very happy to see you as a gentleman in health. But I'm saying as an individual of the state, we understand that there's a issue. We talk about Grigsby death. I think Grigsby death was politicized.
His death was politicized?
Yeah,
okay.
Upon that, because after he was suspended, time was not given due process. There was no definition upon a term. So after you were suspended, when your time was not given, So
to the point, who do you think? Who do you think should replace him? That's a question. I call a few names here. 6 names.
The government should be rational. You know, if you have rational government.
Even the president in particular.
Yes, should be rational. If you have rational government, think, then you have a rational.
What is your position as a citizen?
Yeah.
What are you looking at? Who do you think? Even though that right lies in the ambit of the president by the constitution. Yeah, we just want to hear from you.
Yeah, graduate for a student in political science.
Okay, great.
Yeah, right? For the first amount and they come political depth of Grisgby. So I'm saying that for you, on a ask mother the government another. So how can I do that? The powers in the state, they come on up.
I don't know whether you understanding our question, but our question is specific. But thank you so much for. Our question is specific. Who do you think should replace the late Sylvester Grigsby? Okay, thank you. So therefore you can recommend anybody. Thank you so much. Let me talk to my brother here. So folks, if you're just joining us, my name is Prince Moba. This is Focus on Liberia Television. We're live here on Kerry Street in Central Monrovia. This is a center for the Chief of Intellectual Opinion, CEO for short. There we are standing right now, pre-street interviews, speaking for Liberians to get their opinion, their views, and who could they recommend? We have a few names here. We have Josiah Chokai, #1 on our list. We have Henry Costa. We have Comedy B. Wisse. We have Luther Tape. We have Ahmed Mudait. We have Mamaga Belete. And they will also recommend someone if they are not comfortable with those names. But those are names that are on the social media, on the various media platforms. My brother, welcome. How you doing?
Thank you.
What is the name?
I'm Walter Blamo.
Blamo, welcome to this interview. So just bring us up to speed. What do you make of some of those names that have been discussed on the social media, and what is your own standpoint as it relates to what the president should do?
The first thing I want to extend my deepest condolences to the family of the late Minister of State for Presidential Affairs for this great loss. I think there are the names that is popping up on the social media and what you just listed to me. I believe in my own mind as a Liberian that the best person that is really suited to replace the late Minister of State would be Henry Costa.
Henry Costa
is more suited, more preferable than the other names that have been popping up.
What do you think? Why do you say so?
Because you understand that the role Henry Costa played in bringing the government where the government is. We know that as a human being, everybody will have the pay for it. And because of he was not certified at the time, he made some statement that those statements never went well at the time. But there's no way you can throw your child out. He came back, he asked for forgiveness, and I think Waka the president has considered him. So I believe in my mind that Henry Costa is best suited for self-position. One, you should understand the political climate of Liberia. You need somebody that Henry Costa who is a combative intellectual that will hold the opposition feet to the fire. You know, from now to next year, CDC and other collaborating political parties, they will want to organize themselves to come and uproot this government from power. So you don't need anybody that.
But the office doesn't require a robust individual. It requires diplomacy. It requires maturity and how they got a professionalism.
But you cannot tell me that Costa is not mature. I'm saying that I use the word combative because you cannot be a minister and you just be quiet. You cannot be the market type of minister who are there after work. You know what I mean? You're not reaching the information down to the people. And if you want to say Henry Costa is he's somebody who, when it comes to communication, who send that information and the ordinary people in the community will be able to filter those information and make sense out of those information. So we believe that Henry Costa is best suited. When you talk about education, well, yes, Henry Costa obtained a master, and Henry Costa is a diplomat. Diplomat in the sense that
what others have said, former Senator Comedy Wisse is more suited based on his experience in governance, a stalwart of the United Party, very aged enough, and so on. Those are the view we got yesterday when we spoke to some people around.
No, I think we need to be very fair. We need to be very fair. I think one of the reasons Baka told us that, and the reason for which the young people got in the ring because he talked about prioritizing the young people. Some of them we say yes, I'm not overlooking, but these are people who live the last way in this country. You cannot perpetually live on government. There are other young people who need to come out and go. Henry Costa need to go.
So you prefer Henry Costa?
Because I believe that Henry Costa has everything. One reason for which you see Sylvester today wouldn't want for Henry Costa to hold self position. Somebody just
why you speculating with a sedition?
I come in. Somebody just in the comfort zone in America and making sure that most of citizens corrupt officials were placed into sin. I mean, the name was uncensored and they were censored. So you cannot tell me that Henry Costa does not have the international relationship. You cannot tell me that Henry Costa does not have the contact. I think Henry Costa, he has the contact when it comes to somebody who can communicate well, he communicates well. It comes to somebody who can run well, you work well, you speak well, because that identical office to manage the president's office, there should be somebody who is well, somebody who talks well, somebody who analyzes well. I think Henry Costa has the analytical skill. I believe that he has the analytical skill as a young emerging Liberian. It would be much preferable for self-position than the communist wizard and any other name that party was. Communist wizard, yeah, you may be good, you may live in the international circle, but you are living your last place. You cannot live perpetually on government until you die. I think the young generation needs to come up. You need to give them the chance to explode. And we believe that Henry Costa is the best person suited for self-position because he has all characteristics it takes to serve as the Minister of State. He's a good communicator, he read well, he speaks good English, and his English filtered down to the grassroots. You cannot bring somebody who the grassroots may not know, because any moment from now we'll be going for election. You need somebody, the Henry Costa, that familiarized with the grassroots. And I believe that if Baka makes that decision as the opinion that you're gathering from citizens today on the street of politics, I believe that the president will not be making a mistake. The president will be getting somebody that he can rely on, even if absent a president. I believe that Henry Costa can perform than the other names that are popping up. As I know Henry Costa, I've not interacted with him. I've just been seeing on the Facebook. I've been following religiously, and I believe that from all indication, he is best suited, and we are also appealing to the president to consider Henry Costa, not because he is young, but because the potential that he possesses and the quality he will bring to self position that the president wouldn't miss the late minister.
Thank you.
I recommend that Henry Costa is best suited for self position.
Thank you so much. So we're here. I'm still here. Let me speak to another very familiar face who has always spoken with our Focus on Liberia magazine when we come here. So like I said, my name is Prince Moba. We are right here at the Center for the Exchange of Intellectual Opinions. It's CO for short. It is situated here on Kerry Street in Central Monrovia. I've come to talk to Liberians. We want to hear from them. Who do they think? Who can they recommend? We have 6 names here. We had Josiah Choka. He represented CSA in his government. We have Henry Costa, of course, a very vocal talk show host, a very vocal political commentator. We have a renowned Liberian politician, Comedy B. Wizard, former senator of River G County. We had Luther Tape, the current Unity Party chairman. We had Mamaka Belete, current minister Minister of State of our portfolio. Of course, we had Ahmed Mudait, who served the party as chairman and also served the Minister of Commerce. He's former minister now. Who do you think those are names we have? Before Mr. Chairman, welcome. How are you doing, sir?
Yeah, thank you very much. My name is Razak Kane. I'm from Bobolu City, Bafolo County.
Razak, welcome to our microphone.
No, thank you so very much.
So what do you make of those names we called? What do you think? Do you think then it's suited, or can you do your own recommendation?
Yeah, if I have the opportunity to recommend to His Excellency, I would prefer a liberal person, because you know the president posture, President Joseph Nima Baka, is a soft kind of a man. He does not believe in too much laws making. So you will need someone who understands, like the late Sylvester Grigsby, to be with the president. So I would prefer
Kiro Amin Moda, I can tell you one of.
Yeah, as many.
Yes, I prefer Amin Moda because Amin Moda understands a lot about this country. He understands a lot about the party. He understands a lot about liberal man. He does not believe in laws making. He rests well. He talks well. But not rough in doing things. And that is the kind of a person that President Waka needs to replace Sylvester Grisgby.
Somebody said commonly Wilson is experienced, is versatile, she been around for so years. He's a stalwart of the Unity Party, former senator. He could be the president.
He could also be Commander Wilson as another responsible old man. He is not responsible, very moderate. He has served in capacity that President Waka himself has seen serving. But for me, I would prefer Amin Moda.
Okay.
Because if a commander goes there, commander will be able to do exactly what the president wants. Because being a minister of state for presidential affairs, you are at the way and pleasure of the president.
Okay.
You smile when the president is expected to smile. You laugh when the president is expected to laugh. So you need a kind of a person. You don't need any rough person, somebody who will get angry one morning, just using a hard G, get angry, start wetting a glass.
What's the difference between Amin Mudait and Luther Tape, Mo Ali, Mamaga Belete, Josiah Jokai, and those people we considered for this our opinion poll? What's the difference between he and them?
From Henry Costa. All the other people, they are much preferable people.
Okay.
Tape is preferable. Mo Ali is preferable. Commander Wilson is preferable. Now Henry Costa to become Minister of State in this country under Bouaka.
Why you think so?
He is rough.
Okay.
He is rough. And then he is temperamental. He is rough and temperamental. So you do not need a temperamental person to make a Minister of State. All the other names you call, the Luther type. In fact, Luther would be one of the most preferable because in recent history, he understands and knows the partisans.
Okay.
Because President Bouaka needs to deal with the partisans and the politics of the states. So Luther type in the system understands what it takes. He knows the welfare of the partisans. He knows that the partisans need welfare that must be delivered to them. So you will all be in line to talk to the president on the basis. Not as compared to one arrogant person who can fight the president for his position.
Thank you.
In the morning, the president can be doing different. The president can say, "I'm busy moving here."
Thank you so much. Thank you, Raza. So beside Henry Costa, any other guys could be, but preferably is Amin Mudai. Okay. Let me talk to this gentleman here. Just come to my brother. My name is Prince. I'm a journalist. Okay, so I'm doing this street interview to get your opinion on national issues. So I think you are aware that the late Sylvester Grigsby, he was the Minister of State for Presidential Affairs, working in the office of the President Joseph Boakai. He died. Obviously, somebody has to be appointed nominated by the President, confirmed by the Senate to replace him. We come to hear from you as citizens. Of course, what you say can inform the President's decision as time. That is the reason why the citizens' opinions matter. I mean, there are few names that have been on the radio, on social media. We've been hearing the name of Josiah Jokai, the person who comes from the Civil Service Agency, Director General there. We've been hearing the name of Henry Costa, very vocal political commentator and talk show host. We are hearing the name of Community B. Wisse, former senator of River G County, a very experienced politician, a stalwart of the Unity Party. We hear the name of Luther Tape, current chairman of the Unity Party. We heard the name of Amin Mudait, former chairman and former Commerce Minister. We heard the name of John Molo. Of course, John Molo was Papa on the spoon talk last night. We heard the name of Omaga Belete and so on. What do you think? Who can you recommend? If you're not comfortable with some of those names, you could also recommend somebody. But we want to hear from you. Firstly, what is your name, my brother?
Yeah, thank you. My name is Abdullah Nkrumah, proud citizens of the state.
Okay.
From my country.
Welcome, Nkrumah.
Firstly, the topic of discussions, let me say peace be to the actions of the late Minister of State. Serve as a gateway or as an iron bar to the president's office. Let me say peace be to the arches and the family. We pray that God be with me and the state to go well with it.
Amen.
We'll come back to the issues surrounding our country. You know, Liberia is a state where when it comes to the diplomatic side, we need someone who will understand the diplomatic code. And not only understanding the diplomatic code, but having action towards the diplomatic code of the state. Okay. Now, names have been sampled, names have been vetted to replace. I don't care what happens when someone dies, and less pressure to take that decision to move ahead, to keep the state moving. But many people are looking at Costa. You know, Costa is a man who come from a political commentator background, a man who is a talk show holder, a man who understands. He's a very smart guy, but Costa is a man who don't understand the contents and the value of the diplomatic circle, because a diplomat, our late Minister of State, who are just passed off, how many times we are then hearing him to the media? How many times we are listening to him speaking on critical issues? How many times? People who from the diplomatic pool, they are different from the people who are political commentators.
Okay.
Even though Costas have gone level of far getting a diplomat education and getting a diplomat degree, but it doesn't also, we want for Costa to get into the team wherein that he will practice and get some level of understanding. If you look at Grigsby was the man who served government in government arm.
So who do you think?
Community
we say is there?
If you ask me, I'm looking at John Molu.
John Molu.
We are seeing his handmark.
Okay.
We are seeing his work. Not John Molu. John Molu was the man who was the GSA, who stood to Ellie in this country and told Ellie, say, what's supposed to be right, it should be right. So if you ask me for my opinion, I will tell you that John Molu is the person that I'm looking at, that can stand that I can look at the president, that even around the president, you need people who will be around the president to tell this is not right. I think that's my own point of view.
Thank you so much. So we got 6 names, but for you say no other names, they are good, you know, but I'm looking at John Molu, the former Auditor General, so he can be the next Minister of State for President. The president so decided. Thank you so much. Your name again, my brother? Abdullah, thank you. Let me talk to the gentleman behind here. Okay, welcome. How you doing, my brother? You're great. Okay, I'm sure you've been following the interview, you've been following the topic. So I think you know that the late Chief of Staff or the Minister of State for Presidential Affairs working directly in the President's office, the late Sylvester Grigsby, passed away. By law, the President has to nominate somebody to replace him. Of course, when somebody is employed and they're working, they pass away, I don't care how we cry, I don't care how we move for him, somebody has to replace him. We have new names that we are considered for this interview. We have Josiah Joker, I think he been giving you a name from the CSA. You have Henry Costa, I know you know him very well. We have Community B, we say you might not know him or you know him. He's a very old-in-time politician, he's been around for some time. We have Ahmed Mudai, of course, Ahmed Mudai was left his job, resigned some time ago last year. We have Luther Tapper, he's the current Unity Party chairman, and we have Mamaga Belete. Who do you think the president should nominate if you're going to be recommending somebody, or if you do not agree with those names that we called? What's your own point of view? Who are you looking at?
Thank you so much. My name is
Okay.
Okay. You know, the issue about getting a COS for the president, I think it's in the intimidation of the president. Based on research and understanding, you know, these are some of the position that the president got intimidation for. The president decides who to be.
He decides who to
regardless of qualification, competencies, and what have you.
Great.
You understand? It's almost like the believe say, I'm a minister, I choose who to be my driver. God knows somebody who will take my secret. They have some information. In fact, the person that will wish from a dream and my goal or my vision to be they were, I will have to bring that one to the people. So it's so good. But if I come to the public, we do our activity, get it right to make our decision. But I would say thank you to you for coming, and to speak to people like us. Because from the past now, the post-war like us, up to now, we realize that journalists in the country are always selected in their interview. Because they will realize that the one coming forward and pulling like this, that so that this is a political national issue. But today coming to make a speech set up at the front. So remember, from the political national issue, I will thank you. I was thinking to you, thank you to the leader from the reform. But then for me, if I were asked to make a decision, I would choose Henry Costa.
You would choose Henry Costa. Why you think so?
For me, I would tell you, but the issue of let me say, what was in our country, I don't want to carry the issue of many political parties saying that for me, I say this there, I'm not a member of the Unity Party, I'm a member of the Democratic Party. For example, we have supported the Unity Party. And for the fact that the Unity Party government is our president, so they give a reconciliation of the one of the cardinal issues that put into the government. If you have the business, reconciliation. For the fact that Henry Costa was one of the person who supported Mr. Costa, when you were rejected, when you were called names in the country, people say, you were already in the dream, people say, Mr. Costa, they say all of the things. Henry Costa was there chanting the name, Waka, but at the end of the day, when it comes to political negotiation and what of you, at the end of the day,
they didn't support the people anyway.
They did not support. But you guys know he did not support, but Mr. Porter went the election. So, except Henry Costa will step in that position to be another one. 1,000% reconciliation.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
Joe is a liar.
Thank you.
Joe is a stepping to be the Minister of State.
Thank you. Your name again, my brother? Great. So, let me tell the gentleman right here. So, folks, if you're just joining us, my name is Prince Moba. This is Focus on Liberia Television. We're live here from right in front of CEO. So the talking point here, we're asking Liberians, we're getting opinions of Liberians on who do they prefer, who do they think should replace the late Sylvester Grigsby, who died, who was the Minister of State for Presidential Affairs, working directly in the office of the President. Of course, when someone dies and working in public offices, they had to be replaced, and the President, by law, has the right to nominate, and then with the consent of the Senate, the President is confirmed and they had to work. I don't care how long we cry, Sylvester Grigsby must be replaced. But there have been few names on the social media, on the radio stations, at the various intellectual centers. We've been hearing the name of Henry Costa to be one of those persons. We heard the name of CSA boss Josiah Jokai to be one of those persons. We heard Committee B. Wise, former senator of River G County. We heard Luther Tape, current Unity Party chairman. We heard about Mamaga Belete, current Minister of State with that portfolio. We heard about Ahmed Mudaid and so on. But where do you stand? If you are making a recommendation to the President now, who do you think among those names? Or if you do not agree with those names, who do you think? Welcome. How you doing? What's your name?
My name is Moses Sheridan Khan.
Okay, welcome, Moses.
Thank you. Let me say peace be on the ashes of the Minister of State, the late President Grigsby. People of Liberia will hardly say what that means. But then, the issue about being a Minister of State is very confidential.
Okay.
So that question, but it's like being a Minister of State is like being my close friend a long time. You know me, I know you, we're in dealings. So for that era, I recommend John Molu. Yeah, the former Auditor General.
Okay.
Wow. John Molu is a man of principle. Now, anything that the President and John Molu have in common, I mean, the confusion before, I'm asking the President to forgive him and bring him on board. Because he's a man that plays a position of character and trust. How people call other people's names, but when you analyze all those names, you will know that there are some stigma on those names. But when it comes to John Molu's reputation in Liberia, he has been clear. And John Molu, being a man of principle, I think he can handle the President of it well.
Okay.
So that's why I recommend John Molu.
So what's about the other names? I mean, they're talking about Luther Tape, they're talking about Ahmed Mudaid, they're talking about Committee Wise, former senator, Henry Costa. I mean,
we follow those people's records. We follow Henry Costa's record.
Okay.
The issue of a consistency, it can carry Henry Costa near the President.
All right. Yes, inconsistent.
Inconsistent.
All right.
Today, populated drop. You talk about Committee Wise. Those are old school politicians. Now let's see what Committee Wise they're more talking in Liberia. They're making impact. They're passing law to make concrete impact in the level of Liberia. So taking you over there, which one of the advice isn't going to get the President? It will be air advice. And right now, Committee Wise cannot stay in that position because that position is a position of energy and strength.
But Grigsby was there, he was old too.
That's the issue. May his soul rest in peace. He was old. But it goes out to the President now to not look at people who at the retirement age.
So you think John Molo is more energetic, more stronger as compared to the community wisdom? Okay.
He has a clean record, zero tolerance, zero record of corruption. But all the people need God. Little Tapper. The last time I learned that he was before the president's house, demonstrating for job. We saw
he was there?
We saw the video training where he was talking about people getting not having their own job here. You understand me? So putting that man in that place, you are a problem. The issue of security is not in him. I can be a party chairman. Yeah, we're going to tell people say I need my own job. And I've been caught on the social media. People saw me. You can be close to the president. So I mean, the minister of state. One, it's the same thing I'm saying, it's a place of trust. It's like in my friend. But even also, we should look around now.
So you said John Molo, and I've seen a lot of comments coming for John Molo.
Yes.
So I'm sure,
John Molo,
even though we didn't consider in our land, but his name's been coming, his name has been coming up.
There's a time people should go like Europe and by professional people. You understand me?
Okay.
John Molo, I trust if the president, whatsoever will happen between he and the president.
Thank you.
I'm begging the president, please pick John Molo so that you can have a good minister of state who will give you advice, proper advice, and make sure that things go on within your office. But don't take people who have questionable character to come and represent you in your office. Because
thank you.
Thank you. Particular chief of office now.
Thank you so much. What's your name again, my brother?
Moses Sheridan Khan.
Moses Sheridan. Thank you for speaking. Let's put the gentleman and have a close up with you. So, folks, if you're just joining us, my name is Prince Moba. So, we are right here at not Sambis, but CO. That is the center for the exchange of intellectual opinions. We've come here to get opinions and views from Liberian citizens. This is Focus on Liberia Live TV. I'm here getting the opinions from you. We just want to hear from you. Who do you think the President Bwaka should nominate to be confirmed to replace the late Sylvester Grigsby as Minister of State? I can't call the name, don't worry. To be the next Minister of State for Presidential Affairs. So on our listing here we have Josiah Jokai from the CSA. We have Henry Costa, a very vocal talk show host, political commentator. We have former Senator Comedy B. Wizard, a very experienced Liberian politician. Of course, served in the Liberian Senate for some time, served in the diplomatic cycle for some time. We have Ahmed Mudai is a former chairperson of the United Party and also former Commerce Minister. We have Luther Tapper, the current chairman of the United Party, where we have Mamaka Belete. Those are the names we considered. Among those names, who do you think? If also you are not comfortable with those names, you can also call another name so that based on the one you prefer. But what's the name?
I want to say thanks to my name is
okay.
Residence of State Committee.
For which party?
I talked about the community leaders.
Oh, the community. Yeah. Okay, great. So what do you think? We call some names. What do you say? Do you have somebody on your mind, or will you be looking at one of those names and then select somebody from there?
First of all, let me appreciate
Focus on Liberia.
Focus on Liberia for coming out in the public, solidifying views of men and women over Liberians. So for your brilliant work and your evaluation that you came on for people. So put that to the issues. I want to say our sympathy to the government, the people of the government of Liberia for the bereavement. And especially the Minister of State. So I want to say, Mr. Bwaka, you need to be careful as it relates to your country. And becoming the Minister of State for the country, it should be that individual to be an individual that close to your heart, because you're serving at the chief of staff of the president office. So you should know the things you will do today to get attention of the president. So appointing Minister of State, you have to think twice. Concerning his 42 years experience, I strongly believe that he will be someone on the table to serve what you want the president to do. So, question to the names that you listed to us, calling the names of Henry Costa. No, Henry Costa don't have the moral value to become Minister of State.
Josiah Jokai.
Josiah Jokai, no. after elections, when this yeah, he was a campaign leader of the protest. He was the person to protest in the government for this government to come down because of job. So Josiah Joker, no, he's a.
You say you protest?
He protested for a job.
Josiah Joker,
but the party chairman Luther Tabe. I'm so sorry. Luther Tabe protest for a job.
Okay.
Josiah Joker, he's a
CSA.
He has a boss. When he is, I think that place is okay for him to serve as CSA.
The former senator, Comedy B. Wuse. I don't know whether you know him.
I know Comedy B. Wuse. So you follow the wedges when you tell for people in your counties or how to talk about that. These are the things you look at.
Mama Gability, very close to the president. Luther Tabe.
We saw Mama Gability on yellow machine, carry on skin on ass.
So who do you think now?
So we'll call John Molu.
John Molu. Why you think so? Is it because
John Molu is a man of integrity. John Molu, they are principles. So for this government, we will not reject John Molu because John Molu go back to school now. When John Molu said this, when John Molu said this. So this government, no.
Even though you recommend John Molu, but you believe that the government will not, the president will not, choose him.
We're not nominating John Molu because John Molu is...
Why? The president is listening, the president will watch this video.
No,
people who are closer to him will see the video, they will tell him.
But people like you said, building anything about Liberia. So these are the people, these are the elements that we think are in our society. So if Joseph Mubarak want to see the country moving forward, we will recommend to him that John Molu, who served as one of the cabinet workers of George Weah as GSC, one of the boss. So these are the people that I think that Joseph Mubarak should go here forward and not be the minister.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for giving the opportunity.
Your name again?
My name is Grisgby.
Okay, so we can closer with this show. Just come up here, we can closer with the channel. So my name is Prince Mobile. Folks, if you're just joining us, thanks for following us. You can share our live video. You can invite somebody to watch along with you. This is Focus on Liberia Television. We are streaming live from Central Monrovia, right here at the front of the Central for the Exchange of Intellectual Opinion. This place is called CO for short. There we are streaming live from. We're getting the opinions of Liberian citizens on who should President Boakai nominate to replace the late Sylvester Grigsby. We consider few names, but there are other names coming up from the interview. But those names we consider are Josiah Joker of the CSA, that is the Civil Service Agency, Henry Costa, a Liberian citizen, very vocal and very well known in this country. We have former Senator Comedy B. We had current party chairman Luther Tabe, Unity Party chairman Luther Tabe. We have Mamaga Belete from the Minister of State with art portfolio. We also have Ahmed Mudaj, former Commerce Minister. Who do you think, my brother? Welcome. What's your name?
Well, my name is Abdullahi Kamara.
Okay.
Unity Party militant.
Okay, Unity Party militant. Oh, yes, great. So, who do you think? I mean, of course, your names.
Well, on the starting, I let me take the institution, thank you for coming up to get a specific point of view on short of this thing. Well, I think that I'm recommending the president to appoint the party chairman,
Luther Tabe.
Minister of State.
Okay.
What my reason President Boakai should appoint Luther Tabe as Minister of State? Because today won a lot of people, a lot of youth, not the leadership, the district leadership. Today they are not able to get jobs because they call to get everybody a job. But I think if you go to the Minister of State, we have the power to call ministers to answer to his call. The ministers are the person to tell their ministry. But today you go to the party, the chairman call, most of the government feel they can say, now you don't want to give me the job, but the president give me a job. It's not going on the party chairman. So my recommendation to the president, please, to appoint Reverend Luther Tabe as Minister of State.
Thank you so much.
People will say we have corruption, we have this, but you will not say the importance of Minister of State.
What do you say? Are those